If you're buying a luxury home in Nashville, Tennessee, you're about to make a seven-figure decision in one of the hottest real estate markets in the country. And here's what most people don't realize. The biggest mistakes that we see buyers make have nothing to do with the house itself. All can be avoided. I'm Lorene Hetherington with the Hetherington team at Compass. My team and I work with luxury buyers in the Nashville, Tennessee area. We also serve Franklin and Brentwood. We're out every single day with buyers. And over the years, we've watched the same patterns play out. Different buyers, different price points, the same really costly mistakes. So today, I want to walk you through 7 mistakes that can cost you time, money, and peace of mind when buying a luxury home in Nashville, Tennessee. Number 1 is choosing the house before the neighborhood. This one kills me. It actually starts with a person getting on the phone saying, I found this gorgeous home online and it's definitely the one, get me in to see it ASAP. The buyers then fly in for a showing, walk through the door, and immediately start envisioning their life there. They place where their furniture is gonna go, what their mornings are gonna look like, where their art is gonna go, where their dog dish is going to be. And here's the thing, in Nashville, not all neighborhoods are created equal. And in some parts of town, it can be an exceptional experience on one street and then completely different just a block away. Real example, a buyer called about a home listed at $650 in Franklin. So that alone is a miracle. It looked updated and beautiful online, which was an immediate red flag at that price point. That home should have been at least $850 or more in a decent location, but we booked a showing because they really wanted to get in, and it turns out it backed to this home that seriously was almost needed to be a teardown, which could be an opportunity, but in this case, it was not. In real estate, the luxury market, and really everywhere, your home should be surrounded by properties of equal or greater value. That's what protects your investment. Traffic patterns, nearby development, school zoning, noise levels, even how the street feels at different times of the day. These things don't always show up on that one Sunday afternoon showing. You need to drive by at rush hour, drive by on a weekday morning, see what that street is like and that neighborhood is like at different times of the day. You can always update the kitchen or renovate a primary suite, but you cannot change the neighborhood, and you definitely can't move the house. So the number 1 rule, focus on neighborhood first. We can always renovate the house. Mistake number 2, assuming that you will have time to think. It is one of the hardest adjustments for luxury buyers moving into Nashville is realizing that the best homes don't wait. Yes, there are plenty of homes on the market right now, but the truly exceptional properties, those are rare. We are out all the time with buyers and can really see up to 20 homes in a row on a day, but only 2 make that short list. So again, see 20, but only 2 are worth keeping. I've watched buyers lose homes because they loved the house, but they wanted one more night to sleep on it, one more conversation and one more walkthrough. But by the time they were ready to move forward, like later in the week, that house was already had a contract on it. One of my favorite sayings in real estate is, if you have to go home and think about it, go home and forget about it. It sounds harsh, but this is really what we mean. Hesitation usually isn't about the house, it's about preparation. Maybe you haven't connected with a lender yet to understand your full buying power. Maybe you have a property out of state that you need to sell, but you haven't even met with an agent back home. So that financial foundation has not been dialed in. You say you want to go cash, but you don't really want to liquidate your assets. So the solution is to really get prepared before you start looking and before you're out actually walking through homes. Have your financial ducks in a row. Then you get to go through with an agent and look at 10, 15, 35 homes, and you'll know when the right one appears and you'll actually be ready to move. So preparation is everything, and real estate certainly is no different. Mistake number 3 is treating the purchase price like the whole story. Of course, everyone wants a deal. Everyone wants value. That's smart. But in Nashville's luxury market, the purchase price is just one piece of the puzzle. A $2 million home that just had a $75,000 new roof, or perhaps a new HVAC system and updated mechanicals, that's real value. Even if that home is priced slightly a tick above the comparable homes. Same goes for HOA fees. I see buyers dismiss neighborhoods in Franklin and Brentwood because the HOA is a little bit higher than what they want to pay. But what are you getting for that? You have to look at resort-style amenities, a neighborhood that's really holding its value, or maybe a neighborhood that has huge walkability. Take Berry Farms in Franklin, for example. It is a highly walkable luxury community with amazing amenities. Only 3 to 4 homes come up for sale every single year. Yes, the HOA is higher than surrounding neighborhoods, but people pay it because the lifestyle and location are worth it. And again, It's a really scarce market. Not a lot of homes come up for sale. So price isn't everything. You have to look at what that home offers and what won't need to be replaced the next couple of years, because those bills are coming, and also whether the HOA delivers value that you will actually use. Mistake number 4 is not testing your commute and daily routine. This is one of the most common regrets that I hear after buyers close, is they love the house, they love the finishes, but they were not quite plugged into the address and how long it would take for them to get to and from work, despite the number of times that we've told them. They realized that commute was going to be brutal. I've worked with a young family who fell in love with a luxury home in Spring Hills. It was a beautiful property, great price. Spring Hills is just south of Nashville, and the commute is really, on a good day, 35 to 40 minutes to downtown Nashville. But here's the reality. The wife worked in the heart of downtown and often left during rush hour, so that 35-minute commute regularly turned into an hour and 15 minutes, and that's just one way. They also had very young kids in school and after-school activities, so it became unsustainable. They ended up taking a smaller home in a better location, and they are much happier for it. If you work from home, commute might not matter as much, but if you don't, it matters a lot. So before you buy, drive the route on a weekday morning in the time that you would actually go into work, and pay attention to how long it really actually takes, not how long it looks like on your map. You also have to think about grocery runs, school drop-offs, date nights in Nashville, weekend trips to farmers market, the whole thing. The home should make your life easier, not harder. So never buy a house thinking we're just gonna tough it out for a couple of years, because it'll be a long haul, and you want to really nail that location right from the start that works with your commute. And mistake number 5, assuming that you will never need to sell. Even buyers who plan to stay put for a long time need to think about resale, because life changes, jobs shift, companies merge, family needs evolve. What feels like the perfect fit today might not make sense in 5 to 10 years from now. So you might have some zingers thrown at you that you really were not expecting. And in Nashville and in Franklin's luxury market, certain homes consistently perform better when it is time to sell. So location is a huge part of that, but so is the layout of the house, the natural light, how the home sits on the lot, and how the neighborhood feels as a whole. Luxury homes on busier, well-traveled roads and highly customized layouts or unusual, quirky floor plans, they can take significantly longer to sell, even if they are beautifully renovated. So thinking about resale doesn't mean that you're planning an exit. It just means that you're protecting your investment and your flexibility. Unless you're building a big estate that you plan to pass down for generations, you always need to buy with resale in mind. Mistake number 6, believing in the listing photos. Listing photos are designed to sell a house, and luxury home photography, well, that is an art form. Lots of photographers we know have wide angle lenses that make rooms look much larger than they really are. Professional lighting brightens spaces that might feel darker in person, and photographers are coached to carefully avoid anything that does not photograph well. Busy roads, neighboring homes, or above ground utility lines. I've had buyers walk into a $1.5 million home and stop mid-sentence. This feels smaller than I expected, or I didn't realize how close the neighbor's house was. The opposite is also true. I was recently showing an incredible luxury ranch in Brentwood, very high-end, beautifully updated, but online it looked really average. In person, stunning. Buyers kept saying, I would have never picked this house from the photos, but I'm so glad that you brought me here. So you can't always trust the online photos. They don't show you also sound. They don't show you traffic at rush hour. They don't show you how natural light changes throughout the day, or how that home feels when you're standing inside of it. Online listings are a super helpful starting point, but they are not the decision. Seeing a luxury home in person gives you context, and context protects you from regret. Mistake number 7, trying to figure out everything for yourself. Buying a luxury home in Nashville involves not only contracts, but inspections, appraisals, negotiations, and local nuances that aren't always obvious until you deal with them every day. Neighborhoods in Nashville, Franklin, Brentwood, Belmead, Green Hills, they all have different vibes, different communities, and different personalities. Some are more private, some are much more social. So knowing which one fits your lifestyle, that takes local knowledge. And here's something that most people don't really think about. Buying a home is just really your beginning. A good agent is going to stay with you on that journey long after you pick the house. You should pick someone who has a deep Rolodex of contractors and tradespeople. We're talking carpenters, painters, plumbers, electricians. They should have a list of trusted contractors that you can use throughout the life of when you own that home. So find an agent who's going to help you long after the closing, someone who becomes your local resource when you need people to work on that home and when you're looking for interior designers, or when you just want a great restaurant recommendation or try to figure out where to send your kids to preschool and to daycare. Buying a luxury home is a significant decision, and it should not feel like you're navigating it alone. Buying a home here in Nashville is one of the biggest financial decisions that you will ever make, and it deserves more than just winging it. When buyers come to town, you should have a strategic plan to find that great home. If you are planning a move to Nashville, Franklin, Brentwood, Belmead, in the Nashville area, and want guidance on luxury neighborhoods, market timing, and overall strategy, the first place to start is just to text me at this number on the screen, 615-330-0987. We'll hop on a call, find out what matters the most to you, and then come up with a plan to help you save money, save time, and make a really smart investment. If you are just new here, we want to thank you for spending a couple of minutes with us. We know you have a lot of choices, and we're just very grateful that you found your way to this channel. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.